one car moving up to the head of the pack, and that is Norm Mark out of Fort Erie. Car number 88, and that machine is piloted by Sean Slater out of Welland, Ontario. The car number 12, we see Gary Gingras out of Niagara Falls, Ontario. The 11G, that is Paul Gabori. He's out of Welland. The car number 99, that is Darren Kish. Darren Kish from Port Colborne. The number 13, and that is the ride of Rob Collison from Stevensville, Ontario. Car number 35, that'll be Ben Anger, and he's out of Fort Erie. And we look at the back of the pack, and we see a car number 3, and that will be, for today, at least Ed Hudat. And Ed is from down in Fort Erie, Ontario. Well, the field now moving down the back straightaway, and they are just about ready to go under the green flag. John Beach up on the starter's tower, along with his assistant, Vern Zook. And the green is down. Okay, at the top of the green, look at Norm Mark. The 7-Eleven, and that is the ride of Paul Rochelle, trying to move up through the middle of the pack. Sean Slater, losing a wheel. Trouble on the back straightaway. Boy, I'm glad hit that concrete block over there. Paul Rochelle losing a left front. Here they come. Whoa, look at Norman Mark. Man, he is way out front. Here we go back under the caution flag. Machines, the car number 78. That's Sean McCooley out of Fort Erie, Ontario. Piloting car number 09, Jeremy Soup. He's from Stevensville, Ontario. We have the car number 55. That should be Dave Bliley. He's from also Stevensville, Ontario. Making his initial start, that'll be Dan Park from Greenway. The number 83, Eddie Wells. Area. The number 71, and that'll be Doug Carmichael making his first start. 33 of Shane Martell, the car number 45, and that should be Daryl Hamill. And Daryl is out of Stevensville, Ontario. Driving the car 125, Gary Cannon from Niagara Falls, Ontario. The number 24 will be Ben Anker. And the 50. is Ronnie Reese from Welland, Ontario. pick up the balance of the field here. 141, that is Ray Shields. Number 91F. Frank, let's see, Frank hails from St. Catharines, Ontario. At the back of the field is the car 108 of Billy Bleach. Billy Bleach, yeah, the car number 108. Frank Geeky, the 91F, Billy Bleach, car 108. 34J, that should be Jeff Klein. Jeff Klein. Jeff is from Ridgeway area. On the outside, you know, for one time, it's Fort Erie, Ontario. Is Mark Edwards. Mark Edwards, I got that was point. Make that very easy. 66 that day. Very easy day. From Fort Gold. An H of Mary Mill, also on Fort Gold. The number 7 machine. That's Dwayne Whitfield from Fort Erie. And the car number 601. Gordy Edwards, the one introduced. And the car 63 will be Robert Baker from Ridgeway. Youngstown, New York, at Land's End over there. It is Danny Marte. In the Slick Fine Foods 17M, Mark Nielsen. Mark Nielsen in the 17M, he's out of St. Cam. Is Sam Grogan. The 4M is Dan Martin. 2-point leaders off. This is really the fast heat there. gather it up. Well, the field's somewhat ragged. No green flag as far as I can tell, not dropping the green. And the caution coming out. No green flag, the caution is out. Rochelle in the 7-Eleven getting into the infield, ready to go green, and not jumping and making the field kind of accordion around out there. Okay, here they come. They drop the green this time, and Shane Martell moves out to the head of the class at car number 33 out. Rob Collison. Oh, look at this. Well, Sean McCooey, his bumper is dragging. Sean McCooey wagging his tail out there with the 78. The bumper on that is, he loses the wheel. We've had more lost wheels. And the 7-Eleven of Paul Rochelle, he's on pit road once again. So we dropped the green. We're back underway. Car's bumper tag over there. And the 71 of Doug Carmichael, first night out. And he has shown himself a factor here in the very early going on first time out. The heavy hitter is starting to move up now. Shane Jeremy Suka does a couple pirouettes over there in the 09. And here they come scrambling down off the corner. It's Doug Carmichael, Shane Martell, Darrell Havel, and Darren Pidge. Top four cars, all in single file formation. They exit two, head down the back straightaway. Norman Mart now, he starts to make an attempt to reel in the top four cars. The leader is Doug Carmichael, Shane Martell, Darrell Havel, and Darren Pidge. Whoa, Darrell Havel smoking heavily once again. Darrell Havel continuing. Jeremy Suk in the infield. Jamie Akers way up to the top side of the racetrack. So that is the Doug Carmichael halfway. 6 down and 6 to go. Boy, I'll tell you, Darrell Havel is going to kill every bug from here to Fort Erie tonight. And the Darren Kish car does a loop over there, a 360. Well, at the very second of the yellow floor, Benny Anger in the 24. Okay, we are just about ready to go back to work here in this main event. Look at this. We can see that one coming and hear it coming. That is the 09. Well, you can hear that sheet metal bang and sound like a firecracker going off. Jeremy Sook in the Prestige 09 car. And he gets away so he can keep this one under the green flag. It remains Doug Carmichael, Darrell Havel, Shane Martell, and the car number 35 up there in competition is Ben Anger. Jamie Akers retiring at the yellow flag. Okay, here they come. A couple cars getting a little over anxious out there. Well, Doug Carmichael in the 71 continues. A car looping out there. And once again, it's Darren Kish. Darren Kish having a fit down there in turn 2. 2 to go. 2 laps to go. That is it. Only 2 to go. So Doug Carmichael trying to draw away. He knows that this one is winding down quickly to a conclusion. They'll look at the white flag. And the white, ladies and gentlemen, will surrender to the checker next time by, and we will drop the checker over. Look at the Darrell Havel car. That car is just increasing the smoke coming out from underneath that. So if you don't expire a power plant before this night is over, it'll be a major surprise. So here they come. Double checkers from John Beach. And in is Doug Carmichael in for the win. The 45 of Darrell Havel. Shane Martell third. Ben Anger. And after that, it's any... Barber down there from Mac Tools going to make a presentation to Doug Carmichael. And how about a Gasport Speedway welcome, ladies and gentlemen. First time out in 94 here at Gasport. Picks up a feature victory. So a nice round of applause, please, for Doug Carmichael picking up the victory on Mac Tool night. Doug Carmichael. And Barbara from Mac Tools down there going to give him a Miss Mac, they call her. Miss Mac Tool is going to be Barbara. Yeah, we can get Barbara in there along with the Mac Tool reps. You can all climb in there and get your picture taken. And you will have a souvenir for years to come of your night here at Gasport Speedway. Mac, there you go. The T-shirt is open. Mac Tools emblazoned on the front. And making a presentation to Doug Carmichael.
Yeah, Doug doing a fine job. His first return for 1994. He had a couple of victories, I believe, last year here at the Speedway. Track photographer Gary Clucci down there, along with the Mac Tool reps. Gary Christie from Fort Erie, Mike Coleman from Simcoe, Mike Kovacs from Stony Creek, and Bill Daniels from Mount Hope. The Petro Fuels car number 124 out of Welland, the veteran Gary Morash. And last week's feature winner here at the Speedway, he's out of Welland, the driver of the 11R, Ronnie Reese. Out of Niagara-on-the-Lake, piloting the Tommy Walker car number 81, Jamie the Jet Friesen. Driving the 141 in one of the regular popular Camaros out of Doral, Ray Shields. From right down the road in gas line, Dave Dykstra. Another pilot from right down the road in Ridgeway, car number 2T, he's out of Ridgeway, Tim Gillespie. The 91F, he's out of St. Catharines. The driver is Frank Geeky. The 108 out of St. Catharines, moving up this year into the Pro Stocks, Billy Bleach. The King of the Hill out of Thorold, car number 212 of Martin Polhill. And making his second appearance here at the Speedway out of Ransomville, young Jipper Ortez. The 21K, he's out of Tuscarora Nation, Randy Chrysler. Driving the 17 and brother Chris parked on the infield. And we're just about ready to go in a few minutes.
Okay, thank you very much, Fran Bushard. Here they come. We have a car parked in the infield. He dropped the green flag. And we're underway. Gary Morash in the 124. He started up front, and he takes off the lead off turn number 2. The current point leader, the 61J of Jeff Anstead, goes in second spot. Brian Hallowell, Jamie the Jet Friesen trying to move up in the 81 car. The 11 of Ron Reese. Car number 11 of Ronnie Reese. Two laps down, there's debris up in turn number 4. And looking through the balance windows here, he's barely picking up, but there is something in his garage. And Route 93 in Ransomville is where the actual original Ransomville Speedway started out in 1955. They had 2 tracks moved to Braley Road in 58. Gary Morash grabbing the lead one more time in car number 124. Here comes, a car looping in heavy traffic. Oh, look at this. 4 cars, Chipper Ortez is front the green, and he very definitely is going to lose some laps out here. Okay, Gary Morash tries to pull away. man said the point leader in trouble, having serious problems. But he brings his car back on the racetrack, but lost a ton of ground out there. Well, there he comes back out. Ronnie Reese, oh yeah, severe damage to the right front on that car. Well, like we said, look at Martin Polhill. The man is driving an absolute rocket out there. If that race car was a horse, I'll tell you right about now, they would be giving him a test out there to find out what he's got, because that car has been absolutely the dominant factor. Yeah, that was a horse that give him a saliva test, I guess. That thing is an absolute, just a rocket. So Martin Polhill now challenging already for third spot. So good pit work. He owes this win to his pit crew tonight if he can pull it out of the hat here. And we have still got half of the event to be run. Should be at the halfway point of this event. And look at Martin Polhill closing up on Jamie Friesen. So Friesen knows he has his hands full with Martin Polhill. Well, Martin Polhill losing a wheel. So that is going to spell disaster for him. He will be unable to make it a three-peat. Escaping the car. There's a fire on car 21. It just blew up. So Don Wagner and the folks running with the extinguishers to extinguish. So the red flag coming out. Red flag on the speedway. So the field will be brought to a halt. And the dry chemical applied to the Dave Dykstra car. Very scary moment. Billy Bleach 108 machine. And the balance of the field gather it in. They close down on the leader. They want to drop the green flag. They want to get this one back underway. 9 down, 6 to go. And here they come. Coming off the corner. And it's the 124 of Gary Morash. Jamie Friesen draws a bead on the leader, as we'll be working now with about 5 laps to go this trip by. 5 to go. John Veach holds up a single hand, shows 5 to go. Well, Tim Gillespie back out. He came out in a cloud of dust and a Hardy Hi-Ho silver, I guess. Well, Jipper Ortez come into the speedway tonight with a car relatively unscathed, but he's going to leave here with a car showing a lot of power. Slow down, fellas. Slow down. Here they come. Gary Morash leads the assault one more time. Jamie Friesen in second spot. Closing up on the 124 of Gary Morash. Billy Bleach goes in third. Brian Hallowell for the 21K. And Jamie Friesen trying to take over the lead from Gary Morash. And look at Morash and Friesen. They bump together out there. And now Gary Morash takes over the lead one more time. But look at Jamie Friesen. He is very determined. With 2 to go, this one will be a shootout. Billy Bleach pulling up as well. And down the back straightaway, Gary Morash trying to hold it. Look at Jamie Friesen. He dropped back a little bit, now hammers it. Tries to pull up. Here comes Jamie Friesen. Nope, too little too late. It'll be Gary Morash, Jamie Friesen, Billy Bleach. Oh, 1 to to go. I'm sorry, 1 to go. I got so caught up in the race, I was thinking there was a final lap. Gary Morash draws away slightly now from Jamie Friesen. And we are going to drop double checkers. Let's see who will pull the victory out. It'll be Gary Morash, Jamie Friesen, Billy Bleach, Brian Hallowell. Jeff Anstead had to lay on the binders to save a collision course now. Well, there they are, the crew coming over. You can see Randy and the folks coming over to congratulate Gary Morash on his victory here tonight in the Pro Stock main event. Gary Morash. Well, there he is. You can hear it now, ladies and gentlemen. Have a nice Gasport Speedway welcome to the driver of car number 124. That is Gary Morash. So Gary Colucci will be picking the pictures down there, and then they'll be joined by the Mac Tool reps. Barbara from Mac Tools. And Barbara, we'd be happy to tell everybody your last name if we knew it, but unfortunately we'll just stay with Barbara from Mac Tools for tonight. Okay, here was the top 5, ladies and gentlemen. It was Gary Morash in for the victory. Jamie Friesen will play second. Third spot will go to Billy Bleach. Brian Hallowell will be fourth, and Randy Chrysler at 21K will complete the top 5. So one more time, ladies. Look, there's Glenn the Bomber Baker over inspecting the right rear. So one more time, ladies and gentlemen. Turn him around with a nice round of applause for Gary Morash. I guess Sports Billy, welcome for Gary Morash. Wide-angle lens from Gary Colucci will come into play now because, let's see, everybody from his hometown has come out there. Boy, they come out really well turned out with some very pretty-looking Morash racing jackets. We can see former driver Glenn the Bomber Baker out there. I'll tell you something about Glenn the Bomber Baker. He's a heck of a nice guy. Him and Conrad would rather 21B. But as nice a guys they are, as good as race car drivers they have been over the years, they are terrible cooks, ladies and gentlemen. We tried eating the bacon and eggs at Syracuse. Off, and he will start on the pole, and he will pilot car number 34J, and Jeff is out of Ridgeway, Ontario. On the outside of him, looks like it'll be the Bordertown Bandit, John Gill from Fort Erie in car 9J. Billy Sheldon in the 91S, and Billy hails from Fort Erie, Ontario. On the outside, it'll be the car number 1 of Mark Edwards, and Mark is from Port Colborne. 27J rolls along next in line. And it'll be Nick Micallef out of Fort Erie, Ontario. Outside of him, the Thruway Muffler car 66. It'll be Adam Ferry from Port Colborne. The 11 car, the double one machine, the 11 of Ken Leslie. The young lumber wagon car 63, Robert Baker from Stevensville. It looks like the car number 601, the Wild Child, the Wing Thing, and that's Gordy Edwards from Fort Erie. On the outside, it'll be the Flying Frenchman, the Thruway Muffler car 3. The car is for sale. Win Sunday, perhaps sell Monday. That's the Flying Frenchman, Andy Imbo out of Welland. Derek Van Mill in the former car that was driven for the past couple of years, the former ride of Larry Hannigan. This Eric Van Mill. Bill Montrell, the yellow car number 2. The wing car number 7, Dwayne Winfield. Windy, he's out of Fort Erie, Ontario. Car number 53, that is Clayton Hartman, and Clayton is from Niagara Falls, New York. The 32 Stagecoach, and that Stagecoach, that car 32, is a 32 Chevrolet and from Queenston, Ontario. The driver of that car is Kevin Jansen. 66 with a wing on the roof. You can pick up the 66 very easily off the wing on the Adam Ferry machine. Rocket Racing. Okay, 12 laps, and here they come, ready to pull the trigger on this one. They dropped the green flag and we're underway. Jeff Klein has taken over the lead. Oh, look at this. Whoa, the Robert Baker machine. Look at Robert Baker. Slides the car up into the infield. And Robert is slowly moving, trying to pull away. Yeah, Robert Baker back underway. And the caution comes out. Well, 16 Mazda's taking the Mac Tool night here at the Gasport Speedway. Mac Tool, the choice of the pros. Okay, here they come. Jeff Klein reassumes the assault up front one more time. So it is Jeff Klein. Billy Sheldon now has mounted an attack up in second spot. Adam Berry going to drive up and challenge the 9J of John Gill. Andy Imbo also pulling up, and he is on the move along with the wild child, Gordy Edwards from Fort Erie in the 601. The wing thing driven by the wild child, Gordy Edwards. But Jeff Klein continues to be the pace setter in this one. Robert Baker upside down at the starter's tower up on the guardrail. And the 9H of Derek Van Mill involved. Robert Baker upside down and checking on him as that car took a very hard roll. Our view is somewhat blocked by the starter's stand and everything else. We're a little bit back. But Robert Baker and the ambulance. Everybody back from the fence, please. Would everybody get away from the fence? All the youngsters, everyone back away from the fence immediately. That car could blow up on any minute, a radiator. All the children, everybody back away from the fence, please. Well, he's out of the car. How about a nice round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for Robert Baker, couple-time champion in the Modstock division. I think that is Robert's wife down there, walking along the fence line, holding the youngsters. But Robert Baker is A-OK after a wild ride, putting the young lumber wagon upside down. There's Robert out there just wiping the dust. The only thing you heard on Robert right now is his feelings, as his car has been received some damage. Oh, yeah, look at that. But look at the roll cage, a great testament to the dirt rules. That is, I believe, one of the Bicknell down tube machines, and that car held up very, very well.
Okay, we'd like to mention the stock featured.
Well, here they come. Look at this. Bill Sheldon. Boy, look at that stack of cars. They are really having at it here in the very early going as the green flag comes back out. We have 3 down, 3 laps down, a long way to go, 9 to go. We'll complete 4. And now here they look at Bill Sheldon. His car is working on the outside of the racetrack, and he catches the bite up there. And here comes Adam Ferry, though. Ferry's going to try to sneak underneath Sheldon as they come down. 3 cars, all in contention for the lead. The leader is Jeff Klein. Going second, Bill Sheldon. Adam Ferry in third. Mark Edwards 4, John Gill 5. John Gill is really starting to go to work out there in the 9J. Some of the better runs he has had here in quite some time in the 9J. It remains Klein, the 91F of Bill Sheldon, and Adam Ferry as they put a lap on the Kevin Jansen 32. Seven down, and 5 more to go. 7 down and 5. Look at Jeff Klein now. He gets a break over there. He starts to pull away from the 91S. Bill Sheldon. Adam Ferry in car 66. Clayton. That is Clayton Hartman in the car number 53. Trying to make way for the leaders out there. Here comes the leader, coming hard off the corner and pulling away. Very aggressive drive tonight by Jeff Klein. Bill Sheldon, Adam Ferry rides in 3rd position. 9 down. Looks like we have 3 to go. It should be looking at the parallel flags being held aloft. There's Jeff Klein. Klein right now. Well, look at Bill Sheldon. Sheldon, the wily veteran, trying to make a last-ditch effort to reel in the leader. Well, I don't think he's going to be able to do it because Klein has just got an enormous build-up over there. Over the 2nd-place race car. White flag, 1 to go. He goes by Dwayne Winfield in the 7th. 11 down, 11 laps down, and they're coming into the final 2 turns of the wheel. Here they come, ladies and gentlemen. Double checkered flags for Jeff Klein. The runner-up slot will go to Bill Sheldon, 91S. Adam Ferry, 3rd to 66. 9J of John Gill will be 4th, and Mark Edwards in car number 1, he will place 5th.
34J, Jeff Klein. He'll be joined by our Mac Tools representatives, Gary Christie, Mike Coleman, Mike Kovac, Bill Daniels, and Miss Mac Barbara. Also, we'll be drawing our 50-50 number in a moment. That will be for $302. Fine job by our 50-50 gals selling tickets tonight. That is the Port Coburn Junior B Hockey Booster Club. 302. There he is out of his car. He can hear you. Let's give him a fine Gasport welcome. Jeff Klein out of Ridgeway, reaching into his bucket for the lucky number. Go ahead. Okay, we have that lucky number for $302. 0659820. 0659820 for $302. 0659820. Jeff Klein missing from the victory lane for a couple years, but doing a fine job. Led from the initial green flag all the way to lead all 12 laps, doing a fine job. The MJ sign, car number 34J. He is out of Ridgeway. Our fine photographer down in the front straightaway getting the victory picture for Jeff Klein, and the sportsman coming out on the straightaway, and we'll have our lineup very momentarily.
The Select Fine Foods, car number 17M, and the driver of that car is Mark Nielsen. In the 50 machine, he's from Port Colborne, Ontario. That will be Neil Fontaine. In the car number 8W, a driver from Sanborn, New York, that will be Wayne McKee. In the Smokin' Joe's 4 car, the driver is Sam Grogan, and he's from Sanborn, New York. Rick St. Pierre from St. Catharines, and he is on board the car number K8. The Ransomville Automotive, former champion here in 1993 from Youngstown, New York. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Don Martin. The Pitts Heating and Cooling, car number 69, will be Bob Pitts from Gasline, driving car 69. The Roadrunner Racing Team, car number 119, a feature winner early in the 94 season, Rob Lettingham from Port Colborne. In the Panetta Chevy Olds Future Fast Freight, car number 77 Junior out of St. Catharines, Bill Willard Jr. Moving up a row, on the outside, driving the car number 77 Juniorette, the Caps Plus Machine, the lady racer out of St. Catharines, Tammy Willard in 77 Juniorette. In the Sousa's Cafe, car number 115, it's Dan the Man, Dan Habuda from North Tonawanda, New York, in the car 115. On the outside of the next row, driving car number 711, the Chicory 711, it'll be Paul Ashton. Paul Ashton in car 711. In the Desi's Pizzeria Stewart's Delivery Wagon, the car number 21B, from Ridgeway, Ontario, it's Conrad Baker. Driving the car number 14W, one of the veteran campaigners here from Port Colborne, in the B&K Radiator, car number 14W, it'll be Cliff Warner. Cliff Warner from Port Colborne. Next on the field, the inside of that row, driving car number 1. The Father Sam's Pocket Bread Machine, he's a rookie, Billy Crowell from Newfane, New York. On the outside of row number 1, he'll go second on the field. This driver is from Ridgeway, Ontario, Canada. He drives car number 5. It's Smilin' Teddy Renshaw from Ridgeway. The pole setter, ladies and gentlemen, from Fort Erie, Ontario. Driving car number 43, the Dilts Mechanical Machine. It is flying Brian Page. Brian Page out of Fort Erie. So that sets the field, ladies and gentlemen. And the signal's being given to the cars to fire them up. And we are just about ready to go here on this Syracuse Rolling Wheels Raceway Qualifier. Well, ladies and you found your favorite out there. Wish them good luck and Godspeed as the green flag is about ready to be dropped on this field. The V8 power plants come to full song as they swing off turn number 4. Here they come, and they go under the green flag. Moving out front is flying Brian Page. Look at them down there. They are 2 and 3 wide. Cars bump and bang, and they continue on. But car number 43 of Brian Page. Look at Cliffy Warner going up on the high side of the racetrack. Billy Crowell, the rookie, Conrad Baker, and Cliffy Warner. Top 3 cars. Look at this. Brian Page got a little bit high and wide down there. And now Ted Renshaw comes up the challenge on the inside. The field hangs together. Look at them exiting turn number 4. Everybody on the hammer trying to reel in the leader. That is Brian Page in car 43. Conrad Baker, Billy Crowell, and Ted Renshaw. Cliffy Warner very determined on the outside of the racetrack. And the rookie, Billy Crowell, some sparks from the Billy Crowell machine. They are, a car come together. It looked like the Roadrunner Racing Team 119 of Rob Lettingham may have touched another car, but he gathers it up and continues on. So this one here in full retreat. Here they come, the 43 of Brian Page. And look at the battle for 6th, 7th. A car looping. Bob Pitts, Tammy Willard coming together with Don Martin. And we are under caution.
We got a car with their lights on in the parking lot area. WM9679. Ontario registration. Your lights are on.
Okay, here they come. Back under the green. First caution period of the night. Look at them scramble down there. Boy, look at that. Oh, man, we could have trouble. We got trouble. Neil Fontaine unceremoniously down in the mini moat. Neil Fontaine in the 50. In the mini moat down here. Ram each other. Brian Page, the car, nice clean start. Nobody jumping. Well, Paul Ashton now makes a move on the outside of the Brian Page car 43. Oh, here comes Ashton. Ashton takes over the lead. Paul Ashton, a beautiful move on the outside of the racetrack. And he has taken over the lead. Now Brian Page sets sail. Cliff Warner in the infield. So Paul Ashton driving like a man on a mission out there right now. Back out of his infield excursion is Cliff Warner. So it's Ashton. Brian Page in second, third spot. Goes to the 5 car of Ted Renshaw. Looks like Conrad Baker riding in 4. Well, the field now all at single file. All the cars running single file out there. Look at Dan Habuda. Jimmy Willard got a little high, and Dan Habuda drove underneath, so he is trying to move up through the field. Paul Ashton, talking about the ragged edge, he's way above it out there tonight. Don Martin. On the 7-11 of Ashton, the 43 of Page, 5 of Renshaw, Conrad Baker. Turning a very quick time, 17:38, the halfway point. 13 down, a dozen to go. 13 down, only 12 to go. And Paul Ashton driving a flawless race at the head of the pack. He is just dynamite out there right now. Cliff Warner taking his car on the pit road. Mark Nielsen losing a lap now to Paul Ashton at the 7-11. Passing flag being given to the Select Fine Food 17M of Mark Nielsen. Well, the Sugary Kendall Oil Ridge Tavern car is out front and right now has opened it up. A half a lap advantage for Paul Ashton. The longer the racetrack goes, the longer this race runs, the better Paul Ashton's car really works. Look at this. Cars scattering up there. And Ashton had to slow. He had to thread the needle a little bit to move around some of the slower cars, or try to move around slower cars. Well, Paul Ashton had to lay on the binders. And look at this, slower cars and fast cars all hooking up. Oh, look at this. What a melee down there in the turn. What a melee. Paul Ashton now driving like a man possessed out there tonight. Well, the Rick St. Pierre car into the infield, the right rear gone on that car. Well, 20 down and only 5 to go. So if Paul Ashton can keep this one flying for 5 more laps, double points on this event tonight. Here comes Ashton. 21 down, 4 to go. 21 complete, only 4 more to go. Brian Page in second, Conrad Baker. Paul Ashton now trying to get around the Sam Grogan car. And Paul has got to be careful. He does not want to wind up being in contact with some of the slower cars. 2 to go, ladies and gentlemen, 2 to go. So Paul Ashton well on his way. For Paul Ashton. Well, here he comes. He'll motor home the winner here tonight. Paul Ashton in for the victory. Paul Ashton in for the win. Brian Page will be second. Third will be Conrad Baker. Rob Lettingham 4, and in the 5th position, it should be the car number 5 of Ted Renshaw. When he's out of the car, he can hear you now. How about nice Gasport Speedway welcome to Paul Ashton and the Sugary Kendall Oil Ridge Tavern Machine picking up the victory. All the folks coming out there from the Mac Tools to greet our feature winner here this evening. And he picks up, of course, tonight, double points, a Syracuse in rolling wheels spot, guaranteed spot in the Sportsman event that'll be coming up during the month of October, Super Dirt Week. Kim Ashton is heading down there to congratulate her husband on a job well done here this evening. He turned in a beautiful ride out there in the car number 711. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to conclude it right there with Paul Ashton in Victory Circle. He just drove one whale of a race. He easily outdistanced the field. He just had it all together out there tonight. He had the handling and the motor and everything. So, before you leave, ladies and gentlemen, one more time, a nice round of applause, please, for Paul Ashton, his barber, the Mac Tool folks out there for the picture opportunity. And so as you head to the exits or the highways and byways, you remember, enjoy yourself, have a very pleasant weekend. But one more time, make some noise for our victor here tonight, Paul Ashton in the car number 711, the Sugary Kendall Ridge Tavern Machine. And we see Kim Ashton heading out there to Victory Circle. Okay, the Mac Tool T-shirts are available in the pit area. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that winds it up with Paul Ashton picking up the victory, the Syracuse Rolling Wheels qualifier winner here tonight. So on behalf of Alan Edith Wagner, the staff and management of the Gasport Speedway, thank you for your attendance here this evening. We look forward to having you back with us next Sunday night. We round it all up and roll it out once again at 6:30 p.m. Until then, have yourself a very safe and sane Victoria Day weekend, the balance of the weekend. We hope to see you back here next Sunday evening. On behalf of all of us here, Fran Bushard, I've been your host. My name is Kenny Howard Jr. Good night, ladies and gentlemen. God bless, and we'll see you next Sunday evening at 6:30 p.m. right back here at Gasport Speedway.